Hello humans, it's good to see you. I'm the Disgruntled Octopus, and if you've just stumbled across this channel, hello and welcome. It's good to see you and I hope you enjoy your stay. A little bit about this episode. So basically I've had to hire a human to do the reaction videos for me because I'm quite busy with my world domination aspirations, as you're quite aware. I've recently returned to full-time employment, so I'm not really having much time to do the YouTube as such. So Minion J will be taking care of the reaction video for me, so let me know in the comments section below how he goes. By all means, please like, comment and subscribe. We're always welcoming new people to the channel, and we'll hopefully have you on board as well if you like this kind of content. Also let me know in below if you want some more reaction videos, because they're quite informative for people that are just coming into the reselling space or been in the reselling space for quite a while. This gentleman here that we're going to discuss today, he's been looking at he's been selling on eBay for 15 years. So, unfortunately he lost his account, so we're going to react to his video that he probably launched about 6 months ago to basically discuss what happened and what he could have done a bit differently, just to kind of give you some lessons learned from his experiences. So this gentleman is from Rick's Tech Repair, so I'm going to just put it out there on a limb that he's probably known as Rick. He's quite a big tech repair channel. He's got about 30,000 subscribers, big for an Australian channel. Please do not go bombard him regarding his reselling abilities or lack thereof. Yeah, like I said, this video came about 6 months ago. I'm hoping that he's moved on. I'm hoping he's in a better place and doing well from a business perspective. But yeah, without further ado, I'll hand you over to Minion J. Bye.
There, because I do usually sell it. I've had about 7 out of about 30 transactions I've had to cancel.
All right, that's a big issue. So eBay, before you're literally in the doghouse, you can cancel up to 2% of your transactions, right? So that's 2 transactions out of 100. Obviously, I know you know maths, but so basically cancelling 7 out of 30 transactions floats it around about the 22% from my calculations. eBay's going to hit you with a big stick. So theoretically, if you cancel 3 transactions in 100, you could possibly reach out to customer service, say, look, hey, I'm a new seller. Kind of plead with them to say, hey, look, I won't do it again. Can you please do something along the lines to that? I don't think that they will rectify that. However, if you are cancelling 7 out of 30 transactions, A, they're not going to care. They're not going to write on any of the transactions off, and B, they're probably going to want you off the platform as quickly as possible. So we'll see how this plays out.
These, I use them. Other parts that I put on there, I also use them. I don't keep an active tally. Turns out that is known as a defect if I do a cancellation of an item that was out of stock. So because I'm not actively keeping on top of that, turns out I received an email.
So just rewind a little bit there. So from what this gentleman said, so he's basically not holding an inventory system or not holding an inventory. If he's only using those products or only selling those products on eBay, that box behind him would probably suffice as an inventory management system. Put 10 items in that box and just say, hey, look, this is quarantined for eBay. If I'm doing repairs on Facebook Marketplace or doing repairs in the local community, this box is primarily for eBay because I've got 10 units on eBay and I've got 10 units in this box. When I get down to maybe 4 units in the box, I'm going to put another order in through AliExpress, get some more parts in. And likewise, keep that box separate. That's your inventory system. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't mean numerical systems and all these different things. That's if you're only selling one product, right? So don't overthink it, but have an inventory system.
Probably about last month or so, saying that my selling account is below standards, and I need to rectify that. And I thought, yeah, whatever. Why do
any email you receive from eBay has a tag high importance or urgent action, which this one would definitely have because it's basically they're breaking up with you when you get to below standard, right? So you're literally hanging on by a thread of cotton. They want you off the platform. So basically they give you an opportunity to make your way back, and it's complicated as anything. So basically, long story short, you'll be as what this gentleman said, you've made below standard, which is basically the way that eBay works. Is you've got below standard, you've got above standard, and you've got top rated. I recommend that everyone thrives to top rated. There's a lot of YouTubers think that, or they talk about top rated as if it's kind of some high and mighty status symbol. It's kind of that's the level you need to be at, right? So it's not like 90% of other sellers on eBay are probably top rated, above standard, which means that you'd need to pick your socks up and rectify some issues and get that back to the top rated seller. Below standard means that eBay's fed up with you and they're literally looking at any opportunity to kick you off the platform. So in this sense, that this gentleman here, he's actually ignored an email because, like what Shane said last night, was that he doesn't care. He's not a full-time reseller. He doesn't have a reseller mentality. He may be only selling 50 of these products a month, or 50 of these products a 3 months or a year or something along the lines of this. So he doesn't care enough to be in that mindset. He doesn't think it. But it really comes down to common sense, right? You need to be on top of your inventory. You need to be on top of your emails. Be on top of your shipping and handling time, which is another defect. That won't let you fall down to below standard. That will only get you above standard. But there's all these different things that play in together. So obviously you need to be mindful across the board, regardless if you're a full-time eBay seller or you're just starting out or you're just doing it ad hoc as a side hobby.
I need to rectify it. Everyone's getting their money back when I don't have the item. Simple.
That's a dickhead. That is a dickhead move. Like, do not have that mentality on eBay. If you tell people like that, if I walk into a shop, right, walk into this gentleman's shop and say, hey, look, I need my mobile repaired. Here's my mobile. Can you please repair it? Yep, no worries. I'll repair it in 24 hours. I come back 24 hours later and say, hey, I'm here to get my mobile. Oh, I haven't repaired it because I don't have the part. Well, I dropped off my mobile. I've paid it for in full, to get the part replaced or fixed or whatever I needed. Oh, it doesn't matter. Here's your money back. Off you go. I'd be pissed. Like, no word of a lie. I would be pissed. Like, and this is the kind of customer experience that this gentleman's providing people on eBay. Nothing against him personally. I don't know him. I haven't watched his other videos. However, this mentality will not fly on eBay. Will not fly in retail or online business. So, if you are looking at making a Shopify account, or you're making a look at Amazon or different other platforms that are out there, don't have this mentality because you're not going to go far.
Simple, straightforward, lazy. But also, carry on. Up until last night, had a look, and all my eBay listings had been removed, bar one. And I thought, that is really odd. So I thought, okay, today I'll go through, I'll take stock, and I will...
Don't wait till it's too late. Basically, when you receive that, below standard email, that's when you get your butt into gear and fix up all the loose ends in your business, or even before that. But like I said, we're looking at it from this person's perspective, right? eBay will put you on a month-to-month probation period per se, and by the sounds of it, this gentleman's actually cancelled more orders since that probation period came in. So you literally need to get yourself up. Just as a side note, this gentleman here, he would stay below standard for a period of 12 months because you need to sell 400 items over a 90-day period, right? So if you sell 400 items over a 90-day period, you actually become assessed on a 3-monthly period. So if he was doing stock en masse, so he was selling these products and he didn't screw up, so basically he didn't cancel any more orders, he would be looking at a minimum of 3 months at below standard, which is a slog itself. As to how you get out of below standard, I've got some opinions. I won't say them here because it's not the point of the video, but there are ways of getting out of there quite quickly, and it's involving selling cheap stuff, as cheap as you can to generate those 400 sales over that 90-day period.
We'll re-upload everything that needs to be uploaded. I tried to upload another item, so 2 items. And with those 2 items, I come up with a exceeded upload limit, 1 per month. And I thought that is really bizarre. So I jumped on the eBay website and I requested a callback. First guy I spoke to at the front of the customer support swiftly called back 1 minute after I requested it and verified who I was. And he goes, oh, you've been with us for 15 years. I'm like, I don't know how long I've been with you, but fair enough. And I explained to him, I said,
For someone that doesn't like the platform, he's been on eBay for a while. Just be mindful of that. He may have been on the platform as a buyer for 15 years, or he could have created that account for 15 years. So I'm not going to make assertions that he's been selling for 15 years, and God help me if he has, because he probably should have been banned a long time ago.
I have a small shop. I sell random parts, and I've had to refund probably about 7 in the last few months. Oh, yep, no worries. We'll hand you to the sellers department, and I'll have a quick chat with them. Quick chat was very quick, and essentially I got told, no, your account has been disabled for selling on eBay. You've had too many defects, and we're no longer going to be allowing you to sell. You can continue to purchase. Have a nice day.
So this is what I've been telling people on a regular basis, right? So when they reach out to me or the Octopus, they're basically asking, generally, yeah, a lot of, I'm not going to lie, right? So a lot of people that reach out to me, it's too far gone in the system. So yeah, they are that below standard rate. They have done a lot of screw ups. They have done a lot of late postage or, cancelled transactions and all these different things. And it almost comes to the point where, out of desperation, they reach out and ask questions. You really need to, ask questions at the start. Like, don't be afraid to, approach people on Facebook Facebook groups, Instagram, and all these different things that you can actually ask that before it comes to a problem. But this could have been avoided if you had an accurate inventory system.
I said, so I can't appeal this. Can we do anything? No. Okay, well, if that's the case, then this conversation is completely pointless. See you later. Bye.
So realistically, it's shift and blame, right? So he's actually screwed up. He's trying to blame eBay for it. But the problem is what a lot of people in this situation does. And this video is 6 months old, so he may have actually moved past it. So I'm not, by all means, don't reach out to his channel and start having swipes at him because of the way he's handled. He runs a gaming channel, a PC repair channel from what I can see, or a tech channel. He's not a reseller in that space, so please don't go invade the poor guy. But what it comes down to is he's been on eBay for 15 years, right? So he's had lots of transactions. eBay's reached out to him to try and rectify it. Say, hey, look, here's here's an olive branch. We know you've probably screwed up, but here's a chance to actually rectify it. You just need to be penalised a little bit more. But however, we hope that you'll come back into the eBay family. He's told them to shove it by not receiving to the email, or not responding to the email, or not doing what they've actually asked. Cancelled more transactions. Now it's eBay's fault. But really, the crux of the thing I'm trying to get across is that eBay doesn't care if you've been selling for 1 day or for 15 years. If you screw up repeatedly, they'll toss you off the account, off the platform.
And I hung up, and what the hell? I was planning on starting a little Shopify website selling these. Granted, the turnover would nowhere near the same as eBay, but also...
So I'm going to end up the video here because he basically just talks a little bit about his plan going forward. Probably not selling on Facebook Marketplace. Shopify in itself is a bit complicated. So obviously, the way that I would look at it, right, if I was after this particular piece, I needed to fix my phone, I had the expertise to do it. I would not necessarily be gravitating towards a Shopify store. I'd probably go to eBay or go to Amazon, type in the part number, and if there's about 150,000 people that are selling that part for most likely under $10 plus shipping, I'll just buy it through a platform that I know has, buyer protections. If I go to this gentleman's Shopify store, there's a good chance he's probably just going to leave me on hold for 3 or 4 weeks, then just cancel the transaction and refund my money because he hasn't got the stock. But the fact of the matter is, if you looking at Shopify, and we are doing an experiment this year with it, opening up a print-on-demand Shopify, and just to see how profitable it is and how much costs go into it. But the fact of the matter is, it's a lot of advertising fees, right? So potentially this guy might be selling these products for $10 plus shipping, but he needs to push in maybe $15 or $20 in advertising to get people to go to his store. And that's not actually, that advertising doesn't for conversion, so he's not actually paying $15 to sell these products for $10. That advertising being pushed through is primarily just to get to his website. And another thing I want to mention is that if you try and create another eBay account, eBay will catch on to you quite quickly. I was talking to Rob last night about this. So basically, that eBay tracks you through your cookies, your IP address, through your credentials like your driver's license, whatever you use to create your account. So if they create that, if the system misses it and you get by, you're running on borrowed time. But only matter a couple of days or so before they catch on and they'll cancel your account. So be very, very mindful is that once you're done on eBay, you're done. So you need to make sure that you got your ducks in a row. Inventory management, get inventory management sorted away before you even start selling on eBay. What will I do? How will I store the stock? It might even be a case of using a tub if you're selling these parts, or like a little box behind him, just to put him in there and say, hey, look, this is quarantined for eBay. I'm selling 10 parts on here. And the rest I'm going to sell through Shopify or Amazon or whatever he does from that perspective. But be very, very mindful is that your account health is everything. I will add a link to the seller policies, especially regarding transaction defects, into the description of this video. So by all means, hopefully that helps in that respect. But I would love you to sub and to give the video a like and share if you're that way inclined. But definitely get on top of your inventory management. I can't stress that enough.